Hafa everyone, I'm Nestor Leconta with the Pacific Daily News. Here are the top stories from the PDN newsroom. With the start of the school year just days away, the Guam Department of Education is scrambling to figure out whether 18 schools that have yet to clear health inspections can open. There was no definite answer by Monday night as to whether schools can open legally and how to handle kids at closed campuses, or whether the school year could be delayed for a week. According to Education Superintendent Eric Swanson, GSWA schools are supposed to open August 8. Swanson spoke to the Pacific Daily News by phone minutes before an emergency meeting with the Department of Public Health and Social Services leadership on Monday. The superintendent said he was shooting to have a decision finalized and announced by Tuesday morning. Meanwhile, Speaker Therese Terlahi called for an emergency session to be held at 1 p.m. today to reconsider giving waivers to the 18 schools that are still lacking a health inspection. The Speaker on Monday night issued a call for today's emergency session at the request of Education Oversight Chairman Senator Chris Barnett. Barnett was one of 7 senators who on Friday night voted against passing Senator Dwayne Nicholas's Bill 317-37, which seeks a waiver of the health inspections for 18 of 41 GSWA schools. Barnett wrote to Terlahi that he wanted lawmakers to reconsider failed amendments that led to Bill 317-37's rejection, namely removing wording that would let schools that fail health inspections to open anyways at Swanson's discretion. Finally, Senator Joe San Augustine's bill seeking to appropriate $5 million to buy much-needed equipment and supplies to maintain and enhance local park facilities received support from the Department of Parks and Recreation and questions from Senator Tello Taitagui during a public hearing on Monday. Parks and Rec Director Angel Sablan testified on Bill 331-37, which would appropriate excess fiscal 2024 revenue to pay for a myriad of problems DPR has failed to address due to a lack of funding. Sablan said there are a number of parks and playgrounds under their jurisdiction that have been in disrepair for years. There's parks in Guam that nobody has taken care of. We have parks in Jigo and Pagat that people don't even know they're there, Sablan said. Sablan said maintenance of equipment is a big cost that they can't fully cover, prompting DPR employees to work it out on their own. Residents could see their trash collection service rates go up by $3 a month by January, while transfer station fees could more than triple if the Guam Solid Waste Authority gets approval for its proposed rate hikes. GSWA will submit a request for rate increases to the Public Utilities Commission by this month. That's according to GSWA General Manager Irvin Slyke. The residential trash service is currently at $30 a month, and the $3 increase is slightly lower than the $5 hike that Solid Waste weighed earlier this year. Residential rates will continue to increase through fiscal year 2029, topping out at $38 if approved by the PUC. In other news, with the primary election now out of the way, lawmakers are getting ready for what is arguably their single most important job, passing a budget for the government of Guam. The Committee on Rules met Monday to set the agenda for the August session, scheduled for August 14, which will be devoted to deliberations on the fiscal 2025 spending plan. Appropriations Committee Chairman Senator Joe San Augustine said a meeting is scheduled with the Legislature's Office of Finance and Budget for Republican senators on Wednesday, and Democrat lawmakers are scheduled to meet with the OFB on Friday. The Leon Guerrero administration submitted the fiscal 2025 executive budget request in January, and the Appropriations Committee has completed its weeks-long individual budget hearings with GovGuam agencies. San Augustine said after this week's final meetings with lawmakers ahead of the budget session, he and the OFB will come up with a final draft. And finally, the Bank of Guam celebrates the Guam winners of the 2024 U.S. Small Business Administration Awards, including M80 Systems Inc. President Jessica Leon Guerrero, the recipient of the 2024 Guam Small Business Person of the Year. The 2024's Veteran Small Business Champion of the Year for Guam went to Sarah Pleadwell Doctor and Monique General Amani, owners of Moses Joint. Bank of Guam, in a press release, said it submitted nominations for Leon Guerrero and Dr. and Armani for the U.S. SBA Awards in December of 2023. To celebrate their recognition and remarkable achievement, the Bank of Guam hosted a celebration mixer on July 17 at the M80 offices. For more of these stories, go to GuamPDN.com and follow us on social media.